Okay, now, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I may have done something. Now, before I reveal what I did, I want you to take a deep breath. Okay, I hope you already did it, but I lied, okay? I lied, okay? If you're wondering what I lied about, then I'm gonna tell you right now. Just saying. That is all. Let's go ahead and do the whole schmums. Alright, let's hope that's good. I got more stuff in the back. You know, upgrading the setup, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, hey guys, it's me, Little Pizza Boy 64 with my grand semi-return. And yeah, today I'm here with a major change in quality. As you can see, the camera is quite more high definition, if you want to be honest with me. And if you may be wondering why, it's because I bought an iPhone. That's right. The one thing that I said I was not going to do, I ended up doing. In case you don't remember, you may have remembered my AirPods unboxing. And in that video, I specifically said one certain thing, that this was going to be basically the only Apple product that I would ever buy. I was fine with just these. The AirPods were absolutely fine. And look at it now. It's in a mushroom. What do you want me to say about this? I mean, I was fine with the AirPods itself. It wasn't a big deal. And in my mind, I was thinking this would be the only Apple product that I bought. I was right for most of the time. But during the past month or so, I was in that thought process of thinking, should it be the time that I switched to iPhones? Maybe. But case in point, I ended up doing something very wrong to do. And all the things that I did throughout the past few times, these wires mean nothing anymore, okay? And this son of a bitch phone, if it will come up, there you go, if it pops up, god damn. This was my last phone. I ended up murdering it. You want to know how? I ended up jumping in the pool. I realized that I had my phone in my pocket, and then I ended up murdering it. So now this thing doesn't work anymore. And I did the normal things that you would normally do to fix the phone if it gets underwater. And guess what? None of that worked. So who's the real winner in the end? Case in point, I still have the phone, which I guess is a decently good thing. I'm not going to say it's a great thing to have to deal with. And these wires, they mean nothing to me anymore. I don't have no purpose for these wires anymore. Just for like spare USB Type-C chargers, you know, in the future. Because right now, as of right now, I definitely do not need it, okay? I really don't need it at all. And it's very disappointing, you know, because for the longest time, I've been known as an Android junkie. I've always been using Android since I first got a phone. I've been using Android for quite some time. And that phone that I just showed you was the LG K51 phone. But during the middle of me having that phone, like I said, I went and bought the AirPods, and that was perfectly fine. It wasn't that bad of a deal. But after that incident, I was like, it's an excuse. I bought an iPhone. I know I said that the AirPods were going to be the only Apple thing I bought, but I lied, okay? Looking at the box itself is like, honestly kind of crazy. The inside always gets messed up because it's like, it's the modern designs. It doesn't come with all the junk. So I got an iPhone 11, in case if you wanted to know. This is an iPhone 11, so don't be surprised. Of course, I'm gonna go for the cheap options because obviously, as like I said, the only reason that I don't go for any Apple products is because they're expensive as hell. They're basically a gigantic ripoff. But they're very popular, so that's why I wanted to get it. I'm just messing. That's not the real reason why I wanted it. But in the end, I was like, that's kind of why I wanted it. Because, like, generally everybody else has an iPhone. And I'm like, why not? Why can't I join the crowd? That's the problem with life. Okay? And then it came even worse when I found out that it only came with just a wire. It didn't come with a power brick. Damn you, Apple. So then I had to go to Best Buy and buy this for the iPhone charger. And what did you know it? The cycle is complete. And with that in mind, I am now finally having an excuse to say that I have 3 Apple products. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. But case in point, this is just like an honest opinion, in my opinion, because honestly, I'm actually kind of pleased so far with these products, with the Apple products. Sure, they may be expensive and, you know, they make you spend a whole lot of money. And you know, I was thankful enough to have this opportunity to finally get an iPhone after, you know, the mishap. I was able to get this for $349 after a slight discount at Boost Mobile. Well, I have Boost Mobile as my phone provider, so okay. And they gave you sweet deals, you know, on the older iPhones, and the iPhone 11 was at 300 like $400, and then since I was gonna get a new phone, you know, they cut down the cost a little bit, so I got this for $349 plus tax, plus all the essentials, i.e. a case, a screen protector, my phone number, and everything else to be crammed into that phone. $475 in total. Yeah, I'd say more. And with the addition of this power, and with the addition of the power adapter, that brings an extra $20. So $495 has been spent on a iPhone. Did I mention that I only paid $149 for the AirPods? And to be honest, like, I'm kind of surprised that we even got to this point, to be honest, because I can't really imagine how much this is going for. So case in point, I now have an iPhone. What does this mean for me? What does this mean for the future of everything? Well, to put it in retrospect, I basically have an iPhone, which means, well, I'm obviously recording videos at a higher quality. My last phone did the job right. Nah. We're talking about Apple. My main gripe with the Apple iPhones, they don't have micro SD cards. That's the one thing that ticks me off, but other than that, everything else is perfectly fine. During the first day, it did take some time to getting used to the iOS software and everything, you know, how to download things, putting in money in the phone and stuff like that. Stuff like that, you know. But then after some time, you start to get used to it, and then like, oh wow, this isn't so bad of a phone. It's just a phone. I don't know what's the big deal about Apple's iPhones, but people love them. I don't get it, but I have to accept it. I mean, right now, I'm recording with the iPhone right now. You just saw that at the beginning of the video. Like, can I say anything else? No. The only things that I like about this phone is just like, it's the iPhone finally, and because of the cameras. Like, look at this thing. Like I said, you see me recording it pretty well quality. And what, the selfies, the quality for the selfies, man. Like, it is good. All right, I give props to Apple for that. But other than that, it's just another phone. So what makes this better than something like a this? Well, it kind of depends on who you're talking about. You know, the iPhone is alright. I mean, at first, when the iPhone 11 came out, it did come with not only just the phone and the wire, but it also came with an actual power brick, and it came with the earpods, which is essentially, you know, the AirPods but wired. And you know, it came with the lightning cable, because Apple. Another thing that I hate about Apple, they cut out headphone jacks. Okay, I think that's all the complaints I could give about Apple. Overall, this is a really solid phone, and I'm glad I ended up getting one. The size of it is kind of not what I really expected, but it's okay. It's not. I'm not giving that bad an idea of it. Includes. So with this iPhone 11, it came with a USB-C to Lightning cable, which bothered me, which is why we had to get that. And then a power adapter and headphones were sold separately. It supports CDMA, GSM, UMTS, and LTE, which I have 4G LTE network. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC, and GPS. Some capabilities are not available in all areas and depend on your wireless plan and service provider network. Yada yada yada. Requires yada yada yada. Okay, a bunch of bullshit. Battery may eventually need replacement. Battery life and charge cycles will vary with use and settings. Battery may eventually need replacement. God damn it. iPhone 11 black, 64 gigs. Yeah, I got the 64 gigabyte model in case if you were wondering. And just a bunch of other crap. Oh, and the phone providers were generous to share my phone number and to have my phone number and my PIN behind the phone. I'm not going to show that, obviously, because I don't want people getting in trouble. So all I'm going to be showing is just 504. That's it. That's just to prove you. And for the PIN, I'm just going to show 8. And that's basically it. You're not getting anything else. you're not getting anything else. But other than that, I could safely say that the iPhone is a very solid phone. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, expensive as hell, I could definitely give it that. But now having an iPhone, I kind of feel okay. Just okay. I mean, it may not be the best phone. I mean, sure, I would kill to have like an iPhone 13 Pro Max or at least an iPhone 12. But I mean, at my price range, an iPhone 11 is pretty solid. And thankfully, they had one because whew, I couldn't imagine myself getting an iPhone XR or an iPhone 8 or an iPhone SE. I didn't want those. The only reason that I went for the iPhone 11 was because of the way the camera is set up. You know, you gotta hit for something like that. Come on. But other than that, I can safely say that the iPhone 11 is a really good phone to have at the time. I mean, right now in 2022, it's a very good phone. But, you know, as time will go on, who would care? Besides looking at the specs of it, with iOS 15.5 in it, it actually really is pretty good. And it runs really smoothly. I'm surprised by that. But other than that, I hope I can get a good amount of time with this phone because I definitely do not want to be replacing this phone anytime soon. And there's no way in hell that I'm gonna, because I don't want to do that. Apple is notoriously known for making you switch phones every single year, but that doesn't stop me from doing it. So yeah, I win in the end. But overall, like I said, the iPhone is a really good phone. It's pretty solid. And hey, I have proper functions for AirPods now. You know, because like I said, because when I had an Android, you know, and it was just Bluetooth headphones. I couldn't tell the battery of the earbuds themselves and the case itself. Thankfully with the iPhone, I could do that. I know with the Android, you were able to do that by downloading specific apps, but that never worked for me. I promise you, that never worked for me. I'm just throwing that out there. So in the end, I can safely say that I am a proud man with Apple things, okay? And I know for a fact that you're all very surprised by it. I mean, I'm surprised about it myself. Like, look at this. Look at this. You got my OG phone. Then the last one I got. You have the AirPods right here, the power adapter, and last thing here is the AirPods itself. But I guarantee you this will be the only Apple products that'll get everything else. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting AirTags. I'm not getting an Apple Watch. I'm not getting it on the other junk. I'm not getting a new MacBook or iMac or whatever. I'm not getting those. These are the only three things that I'm going to stick with that are Apple products. Everything else, I'm not going to care. Okay? Because that's it. All I need is that. Okay? I don't need anything else. So, in the case of this point, I win. All right? I win. And like I said, quality on these things is really good. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, in the end, it's good. It's not bad, but it's good. It's not bad. All right, that's what I'm saying. Can I give it anything else? No, not really. But that's basically it, in my opinion. Now, the last thing to see is just how long it would take for a video to upload. But other than that, that is basically it. So with that in mind, this is basically considered my semi-return to YouTube because, you know, like I said, I was going to be gone for a while, and I'm cool with everything I'm cool about everything now, and you know, I'm back for now. And I say a semi-return because, well, I mean, all my returns are semi-returns anyway, so you know, just every once in a while I upload a video. But I guarantee you now with the iPhone, I can say that it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm serious, man. The size of this phone just really scares me.